Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash, the one to the Apostle Nell, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, have mercy upon you. All right. President Trump says Washington, D.C. is now a safe place. So I'm going to go through a couple of videos, and which is pretty quick. 1 minute video, 1-2 minutes. And then I'm going to drop down. It's one about 54 minutes. I'm going to skim through that, but I want to make a few points and show the what Trump is. Hey, we know they all being deceitful. They all, the purpose that they're spearing to y'all concerning you all safety. What the scripture say about peace and safety, then suddenly come what? Destruction. So here we go. Let's go on this right here first.
DC now is 100%, and I don't want to say 100, but it's pretty close to 100% healthy, happy, thriving. It's a crime-free zone. You know that. You could go out to dinner tonight, Jeff. You can go out to dinner, and you most likely will not be harmed. You know that. You won't be beat to hell. Chicago last week lost 9 people were killed, and 28 people were shot. The week before, it was 7 people were killed and 37 people were shot. The week before that, it was the same kind of number. Chicago is a very dangerous place, and we have a governor that doesn't care about crime. I guess we could solve Chicago very quickly, but we're going to make a decision as to where we go over the next day or two. When you look at what happened to D.C. in a short period of time, honestly, it's amazing. Over a period of 12 days, in other words, on the 12th day, we had the crime just about solved. And right now, people are walking out. They're going out right now to restaurants all over D.C., whereas if you go back a year ago or 6 months ago, nobody was going out.
So D.C. was not a safe place to go, y'all, to vote. That's what Trump says now. I wouldn't know. I ain't been in D.C. in a while. But, well, I guess he's talking about the hood, what you all niggas call the hood. Y'all down there, getting high and acting a damn fool. Hey, man, we can't wait till they get y'all, man, for real. Can't wait. Same way we can't wait until the Most High come and deal with Esau, Edom. We can't wait till you wicked 2/3 wicked niggas get yours too. Because y'all just what? Y'all a bunch of degenerates. Let's see. I think I'm going to get on this. I'm going to go on this right here. Saying a similar thing with it. Just listen up.
Washington, D.C., it was the most unsafe city anywhere in the country, our capital. And after 12 days, it became known as a safe city. And then after 2 more days, it's now one of the safest cities in the country. And if you leave here right now, and if you walk back to wherever you happen to stay, you're going to feel totally secure, totally safe. We've done an incredible job. And we'll be doing that with other cities throughout the country.
So what are you talking about? Chicago, right? Look what he did to L.A., man. L.A. is a big... Even though I would say the gangs in Chicago is a lot better organized than them California brothers out there in California. But I'm going to say this here. None of y'all, you can put all y'all together. None, read my lips, none of y'all is more organized than the military. So get it out of your rabbit ass mind that you gonna have that y'all gonna have some a contest with what? The Department of War. Listen up.
Washington, D.C. is a safe zone right now. It's a safe city. The restaurants are open. They're booming. You can't get a restaurant. New restaurants are announcing that they're going to be open. This took place in 12 days. Now it's 15 days, but 3 days ago it became what's known as a safe zone, as a safe city. And this city was really bad. Really, really bad. We took 1,600 people out, hardcore criminals that will not be coming back anytime soon. And we're very proud of it.
Now, them so-called black people you talking about now. Think you talking about immigrants? I guarantee you he took out way more people than that. I'm quite sure that. Hey, the jails are always full of us anyway, so it's not anything that we're not surprised or shocked concerning the let me see why DC. Let's go to this right here. This is what I want to get right here. I'm gonna click on this right here. I'm gonna click on this. 1 second. I gotta get it to play right. So listen to this here now.
La Bondi.
Thank you. And thank you, Lieutenant Governor Patrick. Our founders believed every individual has the right to worship freely without fear of their own government. No one knows this better than President Trump. Under his leadership, we have dropped FACE cases against pro-life Christians, stopped the FBI from spying on Catholics, launched multiple investigations into anti-Semitism in schools, and we are aggressively prosecuting vicious crimes against Jewish Americans.
Boom, there we go. Huh? Boom, there we go. See how she skirted or skated by the rest of the religions, and then she came. Notice now she came back to back. Anti-Semitism is still the same in the same house, should I say, which is the house of Amalek, right? They're still what? When they say anti-Semitism, and then they say what? Jewish people. Let's hear that one more time before I actually go in. Let's hear it one more time. Religion now.
Our founders believed every individual has the right to worship freely without fear of their own government. No one knows this better than President Trump. Under his leadership, we have dropped FACE cases against pro-life Christians, stopped the FBI from spying on Catholics, launched multiple investigations into anti-Semitism in schools, and we are aggressive.
Stop the FBI from spying on Catholic. Why are they spying on Catholic? Because they're a bunch of pedophiles. That's what they are. They are a bunch of pedophiles. Now this anti-Semitism crap is nothing more than them. Now, first thing she said that you have freedom of religion. But you can't even speak on those small hatters. So how is that freedom? How is that freedom? That's not freedom. You should be able to say this is supposed to be America, right? Freedom of speech. But you can't even speak. You can't even speak about those people, y'all. You speak about them, then what? You subject for what? Delusional channels and all this here and that. And hey. Not even now, they're what? Finna come pick you up.
Aggressively prosecuting vicious crimes against Jewish Americans.
What vicious crime? What vicious crime? When the last time a so-called hold up? Let me see something. What am I on? The last no, let me see something. Hold up. The latest incident worldwide in no, hold up. The last incident in the U.S. concerning a Jewish American. Damn, that's not what I wanted, y'all. Y'all hold on. I gotta get the wording right. I gotta get the wording right because I want to get what I want. Hold on. Let me hear this again. Then I can repeat it here. Let me see something. Yeah, it escaped me. Let me hear it one more time.
President Trump. Under his leadership, we have dropped FASAC cases against pro-life Christians, stopped the FBI from spying on Catholics, launched multiple investigations into anti-Semitism in schools, and we are aggressively prosecuting vicious crimes against Jewish Americans.
When was the last, the last Jewish crime against Jewish Americans? Man, that's what I want. List of anti-Semitic incidents in the United States. Let's see something. Have Jewish people been persecuted throughout history? Boy, I tell you. We know what that is right there. That ain't none of them anyway. God, man. I wanted to. It's not gonna give me what I want anyway. So because I'm using that trigger word. You know, the words I'm using, the trigger words. So they're not gonna give me what I want to get anyway. So I mean, it's a complete waste of time.
President Trump is fighting each day for our parents, our students, and every American's right to live out their faith. There is no greater defender of the First Amendment than the president, and there is no greater president than Donald Trump. We all thank President Trump for protecting the God-given rights of every American. And it is my great honor to introduce to you the 45th and the 47th President of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
Okay, y'all. What I typed it in. I didn't know. I really was trying to use my choice of words or whatever, but I typed it in. It said based on August and September of 2025 reporting, two of the most recent highly publicized crimes against the Jays people were an anti-Semitic assault on students in Ohio and attack on two Israeli embassy staffers in the Washington, D.C. in 2025 August. Let me see, Ohio, a cemetery, same thing. So 2025, Department of Justice reported that 20-year-old Tamur Mamator pleaded guilty to committing a hate crime against a, damn, I don't know what that is or who that is, against a J student at Ohio State University. He admitted to violating the Hate Crime Prevention Act by physically assaulting two students because of their religion. Boy, ain't that something? I'm going to look that up. Let's see. Deleted of Israeli embassy staffer in Washington, D.C. in a targeted anti-Semitic attack on May 21st of 2025. Two Israeli embassy employees, Yaron Lachinsky and Sarah Lynn Milgram, were shot and deleted outside the Capitol. I ain't heard about none of this. Federal hate crime in field against the suspect. Man, these people lying like hell. This should have been all over the news. Let me see something. August the 7th. Who is Elias Rodriguez? What known? Hold on, y'all. Let's see if they're going to give me a video. Let's see if they're going to give me a video here, y'all. This was a month ago. Let's see. This is horrific. Hold on. I'm going to play this in right quick. I ain't but 2 minutes.
Developing story here tonight. Although hate crimes across the nation were down last year, according to the FBI statistics, anti-Jewish crime rose. Our Abigail Dye brings us a story from Katie of a woman who says that she experienced that anti-Semitism firsthand.
Take a look at this security video. It was captured from a Katy home on Monday. You see a sedan back into this driveway, and an ATV with 2 masked riders hangs out at the end of it. After about a minute, you see the Israeli flag that's flying in the corner disappear. Then that sedan and the ATV take off.
I want these criminals to know that every time they tore down my flag, I will put another one.
You said that you put up these camera signs after this same thing happened last month.
Yes, after the first incident.
Did you feel violated, scared?
Yes, of course. It is a violation of my property. It's a violation of my freedom of speech. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one in this area or even in Houston, that is experiencing this type of threat.
We're at an elevated state of anti-Semitic incidents that are happening in the region.
A damn flag, man. A damn flag. They say, I heard they say somebody was deleted. A damn flag, y'all. A bunch of lies. These people here, this is, hey man, this is where we at. Let's hear a little more. House Negro right here. Come on, man.
And thank you to all of the faith leaders, pastors, and patriots who have come to the Museum of the Bible for this historic meeting of the Presidential Commission on Religious Liberty. These are incredible people. And everybody wanted to be on this commission, and I made a couple of people unhappy. Maybe even enemies for life, I don't know. But they all wanted to be on the commission, but we picked the right ones, and they've done really a profound, an amazing job.
Yeah, they picked the right ones to keep pushing this this madness and have you all get yourselves ready for the New World Order / MOTB. A lot of you all gonna just walk right on up there and do just that, cause you best believe Trump gonna offer y'all some money and tell you to come get your money. But in the process of getting your money, on where you gonna get your money, you gotta take this thing here.
But America was founded on faith, as we know, and I've been saying it for a long time. And when
America was founded on death, and slaughtering of what? Of a people. It wasn't America founded on no damn faith. Faith of what?
faith gets weaker, our country seems to get weaker. When faith gets stronger, as it is right now, we're having a very good period of time. After some rough years, good things happen for our country. It's amazing the way it seems to work that way. And under the Trump administration, we're defending our rights and restoring our identity as a nation under God. We are one nation under God, and we always will be. The need for this commission has never been more clear than it was last week when the ineffectual senator from Virginia, a man named Tim Kaine, stated that the notion our rights come from our Creator is, quote, extremely troubling to him. Very troubling, isn't it troubling? Isn't it terrible, though? How he would say something like that, and advocated really by a totalitarian regime. This is what they say. But as everyone in this room understands, it is tyrants who are denying our rights and the rights that come from God. And it's this Declaration of Independence that proclaims we're endowed by our Creator with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The senator from Virginia should be ashamed of himself for many things. For many things.
Bloodshed, man. How was America founded? So the United States of America was founded through what? A process that would involve the colonization of Northern America, growing dissatisfaction with British rule, the Revolutionary War, and the establishment of a new government, colonial period, 1607 to 1763. Before its independence, America consisted of 13 British colonies on the eastern coast of North America. Settlement and diversity beginning with the first permanent English settlement at Jamestown, Virginia in 1607. He just talked about Virginia. He ought to be ashamed of himself, the senator. The colonies were populated by by a mix of people from different social and religious groups across Europe. These included Puritans in New England, Quakers in Pennsylvania, developing independence. The colonies operated a large degree of autonomy, but for many years, due to Britain focus on its own affairs, allowing a sense of governing. Okay, the French and Indian War. This was the place was founded on the bloodshed, the blood and bones of of the Northern Kingdom in the Southern Kingdom of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives of this land. Blood scattered in the four corners of America, man. This conflict between the British and French established 1754 to 1663 to establish British control over the North American. But Britain, yeah, y'all know what it is. This place was founded on bloodshed, man. Founded on bloodshed. So, Numbers, what that is, Numbers 35 and 33. I'll read that right quick. I'm going to get a little more of this right here right quick. I think it's 35, 33. I haven't read that in a while. Number 35 and 33. And it goes into, hold on, y'all. Number 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. So this land is polluted. America is polluted, y'all. And y'all putting y'all trust, the same people that they have slaughtered and still continue to slaughter, especially the so-called black man, you all still continue to to put your trust in in your enemies. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defiled the land. They followed the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Who's been shedding blood since the beginning, right? Esau, Edom. Nobody has more bodies and bloodshed than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man.
But things even beyond that, but in its own way, nothing's more important than those words. They were terrible words. As president, I will always defend our nation's glorious heritage, and we will protect the Judeo-Christian principles of our founding.
He will always defend. What he going to defend? He's definitely going to defend what? Those Israelis over there that are slaughtering those people over there, masses by what? I know it's hundreds of thousands, probably a million now, slaughtering people. He's going to always what? Defend that. He's going to defend them first before he defend America. America is second, y'all. You citizens of America, y'all are second to the what? The Israelis.
And we will protect them with vigor. We have to bring back religion in America, bring it back stronger than ever before as our country grows stronger and stronger. Our country is now the hottest nation anywhere in the world. 1 year ago, Our country.
How the hell is the hottest nation in the world, man, with people starving around here and whining every day that they can't feed themselves and they can't take care of themselves. They losing their homes. This is the most white people I have ever seen that is homeless. And the so-called black woman that is homeless. You know how rare that is for a so-called black woman to be walking around here homeless? That was very rare. That's even more rare for a so-called black woman to be walking the streets and not having nowhere to stay versus a so-called white person being homeless. Now, it's frequent. So how is this place considered to be the greatest? This place is falling apart, man, as we speak.
He was dead. And I say it, 1 year ago our country was dead. We had leaders from all over the world that talked to me to say, your country is in trouble. And I just left the Middle East, King of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, a lot of the big countries. Then I was with the heads of NATO, the NATO nations, all of them. Everyone said essentially the same thing, that a year ago your country was dead and now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. It's true. It's true in every way.
And you're going to be the hottest. That lake of fire. It's coming.
But to have a great nation, you have to have religion. I believe that so strongly. There has to be something after we go through all of this, and that something is God. We go through all of this for a reason. It's not easy, believe me. But I want to thank the Commission's chairman, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. He's been the chairman of my Texas campaign from day one. He's been the chairman of my Texas campaign, and we went through 6 primaries, and we went through everything that we went through, and we won them all. We won everything, including 3 elections. Got the most votes in the history of Texas 3 times. Can you believe that? That's pretty good. I heard that the other day. I said, I like that. But I want to thank you, Dan. You've done a great job and very instrumental in the creation of what we're doing today, as well as a very special friend of mine, Dr. Ben Carson, so special that he's being honored.
Sound like a coon, man.
He's being honored in a couple of weeks, and I was absolutely not here. It was a very important mission for the country, and because I usually take missions only for the country.
I could be wrong.
But this was for the country, and I said, I can't do that one. I'm going to go back. I'm going to be with Ben Carson at Mount Vernon. I believe it's going to be a pretty good place, pretty good location, right, Ben? But he's been my friend from the beginning, right from the beginning. Should I tell him the story about what you said to me, Ben, the famous words? He was a very tough opponent. We were fighting it out, and we had actually 18 candidates, including me. And Ben came up to me right after the first debate. He said, you know you're going to win, don't you? And I said, no, I don't know that. I think I'm going to win, but I don't know it. 18 people, and I had never done it before. They had all done it. They were all...
Oh, Lord, it's scanning a little bit, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me, y'all. Bear with me.
More doorbells than anybody else I know. Millions and millions. What was the number, Ralph? 10 million. And it's true. You know, somebody else would say, well, was it really? And it was. People were saying he was all over the place. Thank you very much, Ralph. I appreciate it. We'll never forget it. Thank you. Let me also thank everyone at the Museum of the Bible, including Steve and Jackie Green. The job they've done is just incredible. It's I want to say their entire family's here. I want them to all hear it, but they founded this beautiful museum to honor the most widely read book in history. And the job they've done is amazing. I asked, which museum does the best? You know, I always like to find that out. And numerous times they're saying the Museum of the Bible that more people come here than anyone else. You probably won't read that in the newspapers or the media. But this is an amazing place, and it does tremendously well, so respected. And they built it up, and it was a labor of love. Well, it's nice that he's rich as hell, too. It always helps.
Oh, Lord, these devils got some smooth tongues, boy. They smooth tongue. Gotta get you niggas back to worshiping Jesus, y'all. Because everybody walking out of the churches go, damn, Trump did a long ass song. Let's see something else. He talked the whole time. I'm not gonna listen more. Let's click back here. Let me go. I'm trying to get something on Chicago right quick, y'all. Y'all bear with me for a minute. Let me get something on here's the DC. This is all DC stuff because I put DC up in there. I'm quite sure some Chicago stuff will jump up in a minute. 1 second. Let me see. Watching. Trump shocks the world. No mercy. Trump speech. Trump makes very big announcement. Trump latest news. It say live, y'all, but y'all know how that shit go. They say live. Trump says we are not going to war after threatening to send troops to Chicago. 18 hours ago. Y'all bear with me. 54 shot. It was 6 days ago here. 54. Chicago crackdown. 54 shot, 8 killed. That's what he was talking about. I think I did a video on that though. Donald Trump. 1 second, y'all. I don't want to click on no more DC stuff, y'all. But it's like all gonna pop up because I got DC in the I was trying to do some Chicago, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not trying to make this a very, very long video tonight, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into the word. Y'all see what it is. You know, Trump just trying to get the people back in him and trusting him. That's all. You know, but hey, the people gonna trust in someone anyway. I mean, hey, you Israelites, which the main focus on you Israelites. What the Jeremiah 17:5, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his own, and whose heart departeth what? From the Lord. You know, a lot of you Israelites went on right on back into that throw up, trusting in man, right? So let's go to that right quick. I don't think I butchered it. I think I quoted it right. Which was Jeremiah 17 and verse 17:5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his own, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. So there it is right there. You know, all you gotta do is pay these jakes, man, pay them a little money, and they're gonna do what? They're gonna do everything Trump wants him to do. All you gotta do is pay these celebrities, give them money, and they're gonna say and do what the hell that whatever they want, them politicians want them to do, they're gonna do it. Proverbs 13:12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, meaning hope that is put off or postponed. You know, it's especially these the Israelites. They are what? They are Matthews 24. You know, they're always wanting a sign concerning hold on, what that is? We'll start on verse 2. I'll start at the top. Matthew 24 and 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for what? For to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see not all these things, verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. So for those of you all continuing trying to put your trust in Esau, even the so-called white man, your ending results of you supporting, I'm talking about you Israelites, supporting your enemies, you're going to what? You're going to die right over here in America, right along with your enemies. And as he sat upon the Mount Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world? This is over 2,000 years ago, when Yahushua walked the earth, we all equally called Jesus, right? We've been waiting for what? Waiting for that sign of thy coming. And we're what? We're closer than ever of the Heavenly Father's Son appearing. And when he appear, all of you all that love calling on JC, they're gonna see that image in the sky. There ain't gonna be no blonde hair, blue-eyed white man, y'all. What you gonna do then? What you gonna do then? I said it all the time, that what you gonna do when the name that you're gonna be calling upon for salvation and want to be saved, when all hell break loose. But when the end of the end, which is those nuclear missiles, and you look in the sky, and who are you gonna call on then? Who are you gonna call on? Because the scriptures tell you about what that is. Proverbs. What that is? 15. Hold up. Right here. Is it 15? No, 18. 18:15. Proverbs 18:15. The name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. So you are worried about worrying and talking about, you know what, I never played that video. I just thought about it. 54 shot in Chicago. I ain't even play that. 2 minutes, 2 hours to 3 minutes. I'm looking for a Chicago video, and there it is right there. I left it on the screen, 54 shot. I know it was 6 days ago, but I don't think I ever clicked on it. But I did I allowed Trump to narrate and give his you know what, let's click on that real quick. Well, I know where I'm at.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. As we continue on your top stories and headlines, take a look at your screen. A massive protest in downtown Chicago this Labor Day as Mayor Brandon Johnson tells President Donald Trump no troops in Chicago. This follows the Trump administration's plans to surge officers to the Windy City for an immigration crackdown in its latest move to expand the federal law enforcement presence in major Democratic-run cities. A lot to break down, so we want to check in now with Fox 32 Chicago's Joni Lum for the latest on this developing story. Joni, always a pleasure. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Man, I'm a wicked male man, old wicked black man, an old wicked governor, which is a white man. They both wicked as hell, right? They're not trying to stop no murders, and they want to lie and say that since the 60s the crime been down. This is the Lord, the crime has been down since the 60s. How the hell is that? How you gonna say that when you 54 people shot and 8 killed? That just don't make no. I mean, really, just make it. You know what? Let's click on this. Let's click on this. 1 second. Y'all know I love the comments, y'all. The comments gonna always give you what you want, right? So let me block this out. I know you gonna give me them damn commercials. Bear with me. Let me go in the comments. Let's go in the comment section here, right? Here we go right here. Get right on to the point, y'all. $800 million would be split between the politicians. Y'all hear it? I knew it. $800 million would be split between the politicians to keep Donald Trump out of there, because that's what they're giving them. I said tens of millions of thousands of dollars. And here it is, hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars, y'all, that they are splitting between the politicians for what? For keeping the city the way it is and not allowing the government to come in. Let's click on some of these applies. Truth. That would be Brandon, his wife, and his side chick. Laughing here. You meant side chicks. Facts. Exactly right. Expecting $800 million to a city advocating reduction in police funding for violence prevention. Seriously, crazy work. See that? They don't want to make your city better. Your politicians and your governors, them people don't want. Them people are not studying y'all asses. They're not. It probably it would be a great thing if Trump go in there and get rid of all them old wicked niggas running around there with switches. That's what they call them, switches. Running around with all them damn guns. I'm talking about teenage wicked niggas, man. I watched several videos of them running around the city, ready to shoot and gun somebody down because a car might turn the block, might be looking for a girl to pick up or whatever. Or it might be lost because you turn the block twice. They want to shoot your car up and take your life. Madness, man. They need to empty. They need to get rid of all you wicked niggas. You are absolutely right. Don't mess with a rich politician's cash cow. Let me shorten that. Oh, no anymore. Exactly. Spot on. Sad but true. Millions would disappear. Yeah, millions would disappear if they allow them to come in there with the military. With the slash military. You know, a portion of the military gonna come in with the National Guard. Janae say it's time for a new governor. Vote him out. He is senseless. That white man don't give a damn. That black man don't give a damn either, that male. Because he knows that you guys are just stealing that money and not using it for people's safety. That's right. The mayor of Chicago, what a joke. He's probably profiting off crime. He hasn't done nothing about it years. It's gonna make 4 years. Of course they ain't did them damn thing. $800 million, man, to stop crime. All I heard when Mel spoke was that they exactly won't help just the $800 million. 8 people killed, 54 shot, and these people are marching against help. It's all BS from the mayor. That mayor is responsible for so much death. Maybe he'll wake up if he. I'm quite sure the mayor got the links with them gang members, drugs and all that. That mayor, I'm quite sure he. You know what? I'll look it up later. I'm gonna look at the mayor's house of the mayor house in Chicago. You better go. Because these mayors and governors care more about fighting Trump than the truth. I don't like sending the National Guard, but what? Enough is enough. Still don't understand why law-abiding citizens. Man, listen, man. I watched several videos, man. Of these little young niggas up in Chicago, man. With miniguns. Minigun, just running around the city waiting and looking for something to shoot at. And the target is not no cans. The target is what? It's people. You don't need more money. Matt say you don't need more money. Just do your what? Your freaking job. Madness. Great culture. Okay, let me get back to the scriptures, y'all. What you said, where I stopped at. I was on Proverbs 13 and 12. The hope deferred maketh the heart sick, meaning deferred hope, meaning what put off or postpone. But when the desire cometh, it is what? A tree of life. But the only people that are going to be saved, see, these are the real gangsters, disciples in Chicago. You know what? Let me click on this, y'all. Y'all bear with me, y'all. I just seen something there. Y'all bear with me. I didn't see this right here. This was 5 days ago, but I didn't see this right here. 1 second, y'all.
So watch Pritzker get up and say about, we don't need help, we're safe. But 2 weeks ago, they had 6 people murdered, and they had 24 people hit by bullets.
Make your mind up on Chicago, though?
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when we're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing. I have an obligation.
So President Trump vows his...
Man, you think Trump ain't going in Chicago, man? If Trump sit there and dropped a big old ass tons and tons of what's that on another country, which is Iran, and they got shit, when they ain't come back, and you think he's scared to go in some damn Chicago where a bunch of niggas with some switches, man? Come on, man. Y'all wake the hell up, man. He coming.
Send in the National Guard troops to Chicago, where 8 people were killed and 50 others were hurt in shootings this weekend. The city leaders remain defiant.
I'm aware that the President of the United States likes to go on television and beg me to call and ask him for troops. I find this extraordinarily strange, as Chicago does not want troops on our streets.
Yeah,
I refuse to play a reality game show with Donald Trump again.
The Trump administration continues to try to use the real pain and loss of gun violence victims as a pretext for expanding his own power.
Zoe Lee, founder of Chicago Flips Red, joins us now. Zoe, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thank you for having me.
So they continue to say they don't need the president's help. Do you agree?
No, I disagree. Yesterday, what you witnessed was the useless 5. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton, our Attorney General Kwame Raoul, who we never see, Governor Pritzker, Tony Dwayne Preckwinkle, who's the Cook County Board President, and then we have Mayor Brandon Useless Johnson. They are very unconstitutional. They don't understand law, and they don't understand order. We have an education crisis in the city of Chicago. We have a mental health crisis in Chicago. Our children are dealing with PT.
Man, that nigga that paid, man. That nigga that got plenty of money. Trust me, he paid.
PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, that a lot of people do not know.
You say these are the real gangsters' disciples. Chicago residents goes off on liberal leaders.
In our communities, because we're not taught about mental health. I am originally from Albany, New York. I am a suburb kid. I grew up in the suburbs, and I've never had to deal with gun violence until I was older and in my mid-20s when I moved to Chicago once my father passed away. My mother's originally from Chicago. And the fact of seeing seniors getting killed, our children getting killed, mothers getting killed, young men getting killed.
Ah, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. There's too much of all that case stuff. Ephesians 5 and 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words. For because of these things cometh what the wrath of thy power upon the children of disobedience. So, the children of disobedience today, well, it's always been what? You Israelites. Well, today you 2/3. You all are going to get it, man. You all are going to get it. Trump going to go down. He's going to come down like no other. And I can't wait till he go in there. I can't wait till he go in there. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of God, thy power, upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were what? Was sometimes darkness. What's darkness? Of this world. But now are ye light in what? In the Lord. Walk as what? As the children of light. But the scriptures speak about what that is, Luke 16 and verse 18. And it goes into it say that the children of this world, which is Esau, Edom, the wicked, his method, which is full of lies and deception, the children of this world is wiser than what the children of light, which is the Israelites. And that's true, because they are what? They are falling for all of Esau, Edom tricks, and they're going to continue to fall for it. And they're going to continue to use these house Negroes to what? For that purpose, to keep most of you Israelites what? In the predicament that you're in. Real quick, let's go to Romans. Romans 8 and verse, what I want? 8 and 23. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have what? The first fruit of the Spirit. Who is that? The elect. What that is, 1 Corinthians 15:23. The first fruits of the first fruit. Yahweh Shai is coming here to what? For his elect, y'all. The first fruit of the Spirit. Even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption. Not the whole world. We're waiting for the adoption to what? To wit, the redemption of our bodies. For we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why do he yet hope for? Huh? So y'all, the people of this world are totally confused, and they are what? They still what? Lack faith in the true name of the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh Shai, man. You are still constantly going to continue to put your faith in what? In Esau Edom, the wicked of the earth. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for? But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it? Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our what? Infirmities. For we know what? Know not what we should pray for as we ought. But the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groaning which cannot be uttered. Meaning to what? To speak. If the Spirit is not with you, the Comforter, Yahweh Shai, which is the Comforter, the Heavenly Father has not given you, once Yahweh Shai, the Comforter, choose you, will wake you up, the Heavenly Father is the one that has to give you what? That increase. Right? Give that increase what? Then for you are what? Definitely a lost soul. So if you haven't received that increase, this is why a lot of the Israelites, they're going back into the world. Right? They're coming up against the truth and speaking against the truth. Because why? Because they have had a part of that truth. They woke up. It's a reason for y'all to what? For most of you all to go back into that same throw up that you came out of, because now you heard it and you got a taste of it. Now your destruction, which is second death by fire, is going to be justified. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what? That knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for what? The saints, according to what? The will of thy power. And we know that what? That all things work together for good to them that love thy power, to them who are called according to what? To his purpose. Yeah, hold up. That's Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 40. Isaiah 49. Isaiah 49 and verse 49 and 6. And he said, it is what? A light thing that thou shalt what? Shall be my what? My servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob. Who are the tribe of Jacob? The 12 tribes of the children of Israel. 12,000 out of each tribe, which is 144,000 of men first, then women and children. And he said, it is a light thing that would, that thou should be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the what? The preserves of Israel. That's the nation. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentile. Who are those Gentiles, y'all? Israelite foreigners. That thou mayest what? Be my salvation unto what? The ends of the earth. And we sit now over here in the ends of the earth in this wicked place called America. And we are waiting for what? Yahweh Shah, our big brother, to free us out of what? Out of the hands of our enemies, man. Because Daniel 7:18 says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So on that note, say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, we'll call Qudash, Shalom.